Hello, and thanks for jumping on. Giant TV here, and really fired up to get into this. This is the 5 foundational sales and marketing tools that everybody needs in order to grow and nurture a business. I don't care if you're a solopreneur or a bigger business. Without these 5 foundational components, you're just not even in the game. You're riding the pine, and just even over the last 6 months, I've seen so many professionals who are just involved with a bubblegum and toothpick scenario with the growth and nurture of their business. They're starting stuff, stopping, starting, stopping. There's no consistency. There's no identifiable and repeatable processes for growing a business. And they're spending way too much money on things they don't need. And they're just all over the map. And so it's easy for a lot of us to get caught up in that because there's so much information, people throwing so much stuff at you, and it's hard to figure out, okay, what really should I be doing? And we're all getting the pitches all day long, do this, do that. And so I just have a different way of looking at things, very unique. I'm growing multiple businesses, and these 5 foundational tools are what I use for every business I'm building. So let's get into it. Let's check it out. Really glad you're here. Okay, so before I go on and jump in, I'm going to share a slide and show you these 5 tools. On the screen there, you're going to see uh, the ability to get in there for a deeper dive on all these 5 tools. I can't always go into every single bit of minutia on these shows. Want to give you an overview so you get an idea of what's going on. But if you text Giant Help to that phone number on the screen, then you will see what the 5 tools are all about. You can get a much deeper dive there, and some really great things I have available to you through that. So text Giant Help to that phone number. So write that down, take a snap of that, whatever. And let me grab the screen here. So what you want to think about when you're building out your business, and maybe you're a coach. I work with Vistage Chairs. It's a CEO peer group, really great tax professional, you know, law firm, doesn't matter, mortgage professional, whatever you're doing. These are the 3 building blocks you got to focus on. One is you got to have the foundational tools. Like I said, without these, it's going to be sputtering around and getting lost out there in the woods. So you got to get the foundation uh, settled. And it doesn't matter if you're just starting a business or you have a more mature business. You can take a breather, take a step back, and think about these pieces, even if you've got a business you've been running for a while. So now, when you get these 5 foundational pieces going, what's the next step? Well, it's the execution of it. It's the processes that are moving forward, going, the identifiable and repeatable processes. It's the lead generation campaigns. It's the marketing. It's all the stuff going forward, executing. And if you get the foundational pieces right, then the execution follows and it's smooth. And then the third piece, really important, got to have a support system. Sales, marketing, growing, it's hard stuff. Otherwise, we'd all be experts at it. And there's a lot of carnival barkers out there. I get it. But you've got to find your support system wherever that is. People you follow, somebody that's helping you, someone like me who's your partner and your coach, whatever it is, get the support because you can't do these things out on an island, and it just doesn't work that way. And so these are the 3 areas to focus on, and as you get moving. Okay, here are the 5 pieces, and what I want to do is just walk through these a bit. I'm going to put that uh, text caption up there again in a minute. But let's start with your personal brand. And personal brand is huge. It is the seedling that grows the rest of your marketing. And you've got to elevate your personal brand. People want to do business with another human being as opposed to your corporate logo. Now, obviously, companies are important. You've got that behind you. Robust resources, but it's you, the person. I think we all know that somebody's going to want to ultimately work with. And so you want to make sure that your brand is heightened. And You wouldn't in real life walk into a networking event or go to some company event where you're meeting prospects and clients without your best foot forward, right? I mean, you'd look nice, you'd dress well, you'd have your your description of your business down. You just would have your A game going on in real life. Why would you not have your A game going on in digital on platforms like LinkedIn or wherever you're showing up, YouTube or emails that you're sending out for campaigns? You wouldn't. You would have that airtight. And I always tell people I want to control my story, what I do, my value, what I bring to the table. I don't want people making mistakes about what I do. And so if you don't have that elevated profile and your messaging down and your value proposition, and people are going to wonder what are you doing, and you're going to lose momentum for somebody even making a decision to get on a phone call with you. So you got to elevate that brand for your outside audience, clients and prospects. People are looking at you more and more than ever today because it's easier, and with platforms like LinkedIn. And so just make a splash, be out there, airtight, and your brand is about things like what are the colors, the fonts that represent you. It does matter. Colors elicit emotions, and so what are the emotions you want people to think about you, uh, when they're checking you out. And your brand is about uh, you know, consistency. Wherever you're showing up, a consistent brand, being creative, creating maybe some unique new branding around your video content, for example. So focus on the brand for the outside people looking at you. Certainly focus on it for the algorithms, because the algorithms on LinkedIn and YouTube and everywhere, but in particular on LinkedIn, where we all are as professionals, they're checking you out and they're scoring you. It's called your social selling index, and that's based in part on, are you using the branding tools on the platform to elevate yourself. So you have to understand what the platforms want from you and play that game so that you are more relevant on the platforms. More people see you, more eyeballs on your stuff. Really, really big deal. And so brand is huge. Then you get into the selling and marketing. You have to sell and market your business. Obvious statement. Even if you're a one person show, you can't say, "Oh, I'm not going to market my business. I'm not going to sell." Of course, you got to do that. Everybody has to do that. And so, how do you do it if you're not Coca-Cola or Johnson and Johnson with big, fat marketing teams and budgets? Well, you do it by being smart and by utilizing and embracing the tools and strategies that exist for you and for me and for all of us to make it happen. And it's not about having to spend a ton of money. It's about being smart and knowing what those tools are, and then grabbing them and using them. On the marketing side, video. So you got to have video marketing going on. It's no longer a choice. The stats are out there. Just, your prospects want to learn about you, your product or service by watching a video. You just can't argue anymore. There's so many video stats out there that with surveys of people, and it's what's going on right now. I just read an interesting uh, revelation about the top three most visited sites in the world: TikTok, Google, YouTube. One, two, three. Very interesting. Talk about video and getting messaging out there. So you need video uh, content. I'm going to show you how to repurpose a video here in a minute. Now, when you're doing video, it's not having to be a Hollywood actor or actress and be perfect. It's about starting, getting out there, and it's also about providing value and delivering high-end content that's original, that's from you to your community. It's about understanding what your community wants to hear about. Put yourself in their shoes. What are the challenges, opportunities, pain points they're facing? Address those issues in your video. As a matter of fact, next week, same time here, I'm doing a show on how to source and handle video content. Where do you get inspiration? Where does the content come from? And I work with a lot of people, and some are, they just have ideas flowing through their head. They get it done. Others say, I don't, what do I talk about? So we have a big, robust discussion about content, video content, and your content. marketing, video. It's got to be your own content. What most people do is they share other people's content. Go read this, go watch that. That does nothing for you, your brand, building likability or authority for you. I don't care what somebody else is writing about. Maybe a great piece of content. If I'm trying to work with you, I want what do you have to say? And so you got to have your own content. You be the authority. And I know you've got experiences in your life, your work life, your personal life that you can pass along, challenges you've overcome. Talk about those things. And there just is never a lack of content to talk about. And next week, I'm going to really reveal where you can get content, inspiration, and all of that. But video marketing, got to get it done. Selling, this is the short game where marketing's the long game. See me, see me, see me. Selling is the short game. You're asking people to do something. You got to have lead generation campaigns. Good thing. That's not a bad thing. And how do you do lead generation? There are a million ways to do it. And so you can, you know, lead generate. You can go to networking events. You can cold call. You can, you know, email people. You can, um, buy lists. I mean, on and on and on. Lead generation. There are just fantastic new ways to do lead generation using the tools out there like LinkedIn Sales Navigator, niching down to your target market. There's automation tools, scaling tools. Those are not bad words. Those are good words. Automation and scaling, good, good, good. And you got to embrace these tools and where you can really get reach. And when you're using things like automation and scaling, it's not about taking the human element away. It's about taking tasks off your plate that allow you to actually do what you need to be doing for work while these other things are going on. So, lead generation campaigns, we really focus on your target market as an example, and that's what you should do. Who you want to work with, niche down, because when you niche down, then you can really craft messaging specific to your target audience. Better chance of them reading it, looking at it, getting on a call with you. So you want to do that target market. Then once you have your list down, now it's messaging. What is the messaging that's going out? You want to get in conversations. You just want to be having conversations every single week, all week long with people potentially you could work with or spheres of influence, networking partners. Got to be just having conversations. And then with those conversations, your sales funnel's got to be just tight beyond belief of awareness, generating interest, getting on a call, moving them through the sales funnel every step of the way. What are you doing? And I was just talking to a client yesterday about the call. So you have the front end sales funnel, you get them in, now you have a call. Now what do you do on the call? You got to have a very tight funnel going forward, calls to action. And you can't just get on a call with somebody and kind of leave it out there and no follow up. So there are some really cool things you can do to keep people moving along, warming them up, continuing to build trust, rapport, as you get to the point where you want to convert them. And it's again, it's not about treating people as an object. It's about authenticity, providing value. If they do need your help, then you're the right person. And how do you communicate that to them through this selling process? That's what it's all about. And so uh, that's the lead generation, is really getting that dialed in. Then you got the nurture vlog. This is where you've got to have email campaigns going out. Email is great. Do you have a process to collect email, get it into your distribution platform, and nurture? Very, very important. It's one of my, big channels I developed over the years is a big email list, and I've nurtured people, providing value, and have a very engaged list, and have weekly stuff going out. And I'm not spamming, I'm not selling, cramming. I am delivering value, and I get a lot of good positive feedback on email because we're just trying to help people. And when you do that and you give before you take, it comes back to you in spades. And that's what the nurture vlog, and I say vlog because video, as you repurpose video, which I'll show you here, it's going to go into your emails that you send out to people. So the whole email thing, most people get that wrong. They either don't do it, they don't do it consistently, they send out boring newsletters nobody's going to read, just splattering stuff in the newsletter, or they're pitching, pitch, 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 mistake. And that's what most people do. We all get those emails, and what do you do with them? Delete, delete, unsubscribe, unsubscribe, all the time. And so there just is a different way to do it, and science behind how you do it. Email subject lines, the content, even the look of the email, how you construct it, is important. And uh, so if you follow me and you check out my website, which is always around my videos, you can get to my website. Uh, then you'll see that I've got videos there, and on my YouTube channel talking about just email alone. So I've got that. So email, got to have it, foundational tool. Then there's the virtual events. I love this. This is where you create your monthly or every couple months your show. What is your show? Brand your show. This is where you're going to be marketing your show. It's going to be a LinkedIn Live. It's going to be using the LinkedIn event feature, Zoom, inviting people in unique ways, getting email, DMs going on LinkedIn, and some automation tools to invite. And LinkedIn event feature is great. LinkedIn's put a microscope on it, upgrading it. They just recently upgraded it, and it is awesome. And actually, I've got, if I can show you the screen, maybe I'll share the screen because I've got um, someone I'm working with, a Vistage chair, and she's got a great event coming up. I believe it's tomorrow, and it just is going to be an awesome event. And let me just share my screen here right now because I want to show you this. All right, so I'm going to grab this. I just thought of this right now. I think this is important for you to see. Okay, so here you go. So this is the event for March 16th. Yeah, tomorrow. Aviva's a great Vistage chair. Awesome. She's got a great topic. Talent matters. She's got 164 people signed up for this event, and she's going live, LinkedIn Live. We marketed this event, invites. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And through this LinkedIn event feature, you can network. If you look here, uh, you can see all the people that are signing up, and you can, message them. You can engage with them. So, she's been engaging before, she'll engage during, and will engage after to these people. So it just, you gotta check out the LinkedIn event feature. It is dynamic, and they've upgraded it. Here's a great example right now. She has a guest on there. She's doing some amazing things. So uh, that's what you want to do, and with the LinkedIn event feature, and get your events going. You do those consistently, and it's a way to build authority and engage with the right people. And so now let me go back and show you how to repurpose the video here. Uh, Okay, so now what you want to do here is, here's how you repurpose the video. I want to show you this because everyone's trying to figure out video, and most people are doing it wrong. And I just see so much, so many people saying just do video and they will come. Ain't gonna happen. You need to do other things around it. You can't just shoot video and expect people to just show up, knock on your door, and hey, can I buy your product or service? I just watched a video. Video is about getting exposure, but you got to have the other pieces dialed in around video in order to make it all work. Otherwise, just doing video nakedly out there, not going to happen. So video repurpose. When you shoot a video, here's what you got to do with it: is you rip out the audio and it becomes a podcast. So we have everyone with a podcast show. It's a great channel to have, and it's integrated with iTunes and Spotify. Very cool. And you can have guests on there, prospects on there. We just use this in a very unique way. So you rip out the audio for this, becomes your vlog. Remember I mentioned the email vlog? So now you have this as your vlog, and then you share it to your channels, whatever channel you are: LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, Twitter, YouTube. You're out there. TikTok. I mean, it's going out. Then we carve out a summary for a text post, gets good reach, goes into your YouTube library. You can use it over and over and over. And I walk through how to do that. When you have a library of videos on short, hot topics people care about that you're talking to, you can use that over and over. Then it becomes quote images. We have branded images to go out. So this one video becomes this. and this is what happens. So this is how you really get it going. And so using video, having original content out there is not about spending all day long, on social media. Who has time to do that? None of us. It's about being efficient and understanding the process. So these are the 5 tools. And if you want a deeper dive, remember, text Giant Help to that phone number. Get a deep dive. Get in there, and I walk through all of these. I get into the weeds with you, and the takeaway here is small, medium, or large, your business doesn't matter. These foundational tools are key, and you just want to make sure that before you start growing and nurturing, or if you're already doing it, take a breather, take a step back, check out these 5 things. Do you have them, and are they tied together, working for a common goal? As always, love having you here.